Pisces, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, December 18th to Monday, December 25th, 2017. Now, what is going on this week is that we actually have a major new moon that happened on Sunday. So a day before this horoscope starts that I wanted to talk about first because it's a big thing that's going on. And this new moon for you, Pisces, is happening right here in Sagittarius, which rules your 10th house of career and of your social standing and of your reputation. So this is a new beginning for you in regards to where you see your life going, the direction your life is going in, your reputation, the way people see you in the world, your social standing, and your career too. A lot of new energy coming in there to do something new or different. I don't think that this is just like a new thing in your career that all of a sudden yesterday you were just like, oh, I might do this differently or new in my life in some way. I think this is a thing you've been working out for a really long time. That's because this new moon is very, very close to Saturn here, which is at the 29th degree of Sagittarius when this new moon occurred here. And of course, with Saturn being in this same sign for the past 2.5 years. So I think this new commitment and this new thing that you're making in your career and in your life direction, your social standing, is something you've been working out for quite some time, trying to figure out, trying to get together, that is just now falling into place where you're able to move forward in a really big way on some new life direction that you've been thinking about, all right? And that's what's coming in this week. Forward momentum in a really big way on that. Before you can start to move forward though in a really big way in this new career though and in this new life direction, I think having some more details that you need to work out about this career and about this life direction that it is that you're moving in. Because at the same time that we have this new moon, I think a really good new moon in a really big way, bringing some fresh new energy in, we still do have Mercury here going retrograde in the same spot, saying, yes, do some new thing, do some new career thing, do some new direction, but really asking you to think about it in the right ways, to make sure that your plan is in place, that you have the right strategy, that things are working out in the right ways, and to make sure that it's all coming together. Okay, so I think that's what's a lot of going on this week. Moving forward on some big career things that are coming to you and some big life direction, but again, rethinking some things and rehashing some things, perhaps with others, to make sure that everything is in the right place. I think a lot of this for you, Pisces, is going to have to do here where the North Node is, in your 6th house of your job and of your daily routines, with Mercury making a trine to the North Node in your 6th house. So I think while you're rethinking your career and making sure that your strategy is in place in the right ways so that you can move forward in your career and your life direction and build the reputation that you want, I think too having to check back in with your job, make sure you have the right job that you need, make sure your daily routines are right. 6th house also rules health, so making sure your health too is in order as well before you begin to move forward. And I think you're just trying to make sure that all of that is right for you so that you can give yourself the best possible landing that you need to create the career and the social standing that it is that you want and need. All right. Going on. I think while that's happening, as you're rethinking some things with your job, with your daily routine, so you can move forward on your career, there could be some stuff that also comes up with relationships and with money. That's because we do have Venus here sandwiched like in between. Oh, won't even let me circle it. There it is. Sandwiched in between Mercury and the Sun here, bringing up a lot of issues, maybe a lot of communication as well about money and a lot of communication with relationships going on, so that not only can you have the right job and the right daily routines that you need to move forward in life, but so that people are on board with you too, and that your finances also support this thing in this new direction in a positive way as well that is going on. I think there could be some hurt feelings though when it comes to relationships and any conversations that you're having with others, because we do have Venus this week in your 10th house in a square with Chiron in your 1st. So maybe you're trying to figure out not only your career and how you can point your life in the right direction and do have a better job with it, but I think, and I know I've been talking to my Pisces about this for a while, you're having to change your identity a little bit here in order to meet some of these new career chapters, in order to meet some of these new things that could be hard for you. And maybe that's the hard thing this week, is how you can integrate these things that are coming up in your identity with your career, or how these things are coming up in your career with your identity, with a new identity that you need to create communicate in a way that feels more comfortable for you, in a way that other people can understand and relate to, in a way that uses your finances better too. So I think that's a thing, just really trying to figure out how to feel more comfortable with this person that you're becoming, and how to integrate all of that into your career and into your relationships moving forward, so that you can have the reputation that it is that you want and need. And I think if you can focus on committing in a really big way to some new life direction in your life and to some new career and social standing, it's really going to help you in the end to do here where Uranus is in your second house, with Venus here making a trine to Uranus, to bring more money to you, to bring more confidence to you as well, and to use more of your unique gifts, skills, and talents, and to just feel better about where your life is going. But you're not going to be able to access some of the good things, of course, that are going to come with money first, unless you make the commitment here to do this new career, to adjust your identity, okay, and to try your best to get everyone else on board as you do some career thing that it is that you're doing, and to work out some of the details about it, okay? So that's what I see going on this week. I think as you're trying to figure out some stuff with your career, bring it all together, feel more comfortable with this direction you're going in, get the money that you need, and have just a better set of daily routines. There's also some focus right here coming in where Jupiter is in your 9th house of something new that you're doing. With Jupiter here in a square to the North Node in your 6th house. So as you're trying to figure a lot of this stuff out, make this big commitment, do some new big life direction of yours, I think you need to make sure you don't forget about anything new that you're doing that's coming in. That can happen in the 9th house, as well as any beliefs that you may have, maybe trying to adjust your beliefs as well, and get that in the right place, and to just pay attention of anything that's going on there. A lot of times when a planet squares the nodes, we don't want to think about it, or we forget to think about it in some way. But I think really needing to pay attention this week, not only to where your life is going and to your career and to moving forward on that, but to making sure your beliefs are in the right place, that you understand what is happening to you in the right way, and that you're taking some new thing, if there's been multiple new things that have happened to you this year, and that you're incorporating it into your life in a way that really works for you, and that can really help you, all right, to move forward. So I think that's what's going on there, and focusing on this new thing is going to help you organize your life better and have a better job and daily routines, and help you make sense of things, okay? So that's what's happening at the beginning of the week, from Monday to Wednesday, with all of that going on. Then the end of the week gets a lot different, a lot less crazy, which I think is much better than I'm going to talk about now. Okay, here you are, Pisces. This is your first house. Even though it says 12th, this is your first house going on here, just so you know where you are in the chart. And what was happening at the beginning of the week is that we had a bunch of planets hanging out here in Sagittarius in your 10th house of career, making that a really big focus for you, where you see your life going, working out some of the details there with Mercury going retrograde and trying to bring everything into place. And what happens at the end of the week, from Thursday to Monday, is that all of these planets that were at the last degrees of Sagittarius at the beginning of the week, Venus, the Sun, and Saturn, all of a sudden switch over to the very first degree of Capricorn, which is going to be your 11th house of your goals and of your dreams and of your hopes for the future, bringing a major change here. Okay, as to where the beginning of the week was about figuring out your career and where your life is going and the reputation that you want, this last part of the week assumes that that's already taken care of. You should already have figured out what kind of career, general idea of your career, of where your life is going. And the second part asks you to begin to build on it, to begin to envision a future now that you have figured out where your life wants to go. It asks you, the second part of the week, to be more comfortable and to really integrate this new career and this life direction too, so that you can start to feel more authentically yourself moving forward, and reach some big dreams and visions of yours, and associate with the right people. But you won't be able to feel better and to envision a new life for yourself and associate with the right groups of people if you're still stuck in this 10th house thing, still trying to figure out, oh, is this the career that I want? Is this the direction I'm supposed to be going in? By the end of the week, you need to have that figured out, and you need to have committed to that so that you can start to focus on some of the other stuff and begin to build on this career that you've been working on for the past few years. All right, Mercury stationing too at the end of this week, really helping you to give you some big push to say, okay, now it's time. Now that you know your career and where your life is going, time to really see a life with it, create a life with it, and to move forward with all of that. Okay, so that's what's going on for you, Pisces. Your card for the week, I love it, is the Four of Wands upright. This is a pretty good one. Usually a card of celebrations, milestone moments, small successes in some way, I think, happening for you this week. I think it's a good sign to have a new moon, especially like this in your 10th house of career. Maybe you've been working really hard for some kind of new direction in life or some kind of new social standing, and maybe it comes to you this week where you start to feel like you're starting to move your life in the right direction and move up the ranks a little bit. And I see it being a good week for you. If you don't feel like you're where you want to be in life, again, with the Mercury retrograde here, needing to just figure out what small changes and rearrangements is it that you need to make so that you can start to feel much better with this life direction that you're moving on and start to feel like you're starting to get a little bit more successful here with the thing that it is that you are doing and have been working on. All right, so that's what I've got for you this week, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.